Yes, do you have any doubt from the last class?
I'm not from the last class, but थोड़े बहुत ऐसे ही doubt है, like general.
Acha. Okay, so what's your doubt in
Like
general?
अगर हमें बोलना है कि जैसे हमें फूड के बारे में अगर करना है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल प्यूरे हो गया, बटर कॉर्नफ्लेक्स फॉर जैम, तो मतलब ऐसे ही और वर्ड्स भी वांट टू हाउ वुड शुड बी लाइक फाइंड एंड ऑल, मतलब इन द किचन वी विल बी लाइक
Okay, you need more words related to kitchen vocabulary, right? So what am I going to do for all is anyways, that was the plan. I and Kinjal were just talking. We'll be sending you a video separately, which covers all the hotel management vocabulary in kitchen. So for example, even the pans and the pots and the different things they use in the kitchen, the fruits and the vegetables and vocabulary, in fact, even related to service or F&B, a lot of that just which is hotel management related. We're going to send you separate videos and you can watch that and then just get hold of the vocab. But we won't do it now because then it'll take a lot of time. There are so much, so we will do other things in the class, but we'll record just like you see the recorded videos. We'll record and send it to you so that you get the pronunciation and the meaning. Okay, but good you brought this up, so we'll send you the recording soon. Recording of the hotel management vocabulary. So we'll send this to everyone, Anant and Harshit and all. So Harshit has also joined us. Hi Harshit, you can hear us? Okay. While Harshit is coming, Anand, do you have any questions because you were not there for the last class? So did you get the time to see the recording? Did you understand things?
Yes, ma'am, I gone through the videos, but the only problem I was facing is like obviously as we move forward, the things are getting more difficult, and like understanding those sentences up to while we have to use a word or while making sentences, what is the verb, what is the pronoun, उसको जोड़ जोड़ के करना was quite easy, but doing it in a sentence is quite a difficult.
Yes.
So I'm trying on it.
It is. It's going to come with practice and with a lot of learning. Like you'll have to learn
Yes,
some and practice. Of course, it's a language, so
yes,
but don't be very scared because it's not going to happen in 2 days, 3 days. But at least
yes.
continue the journey of the time you have now and the time you have in France to do it. Okay, so today what we're going to do is Harshit, good evening. So I think Kinjal, we miss sending Harshit the YouTube recording. Somehow we miss sending that to him. So we'll be Harshit. So whatever we did in the last call, we did a few dialogues, and we have recorded the class. So we'll be sending that to you, and maybe you can watch it before the next class, right? And today we'll do something else. So today what we have in plan is we will revise a little bit subject pronouns, then we'll go to verbs like être, avoir. I'll be giving you some adjectives and some vocabulary related to your family and some other vocabulary that you will need to do the activity today. And at the end, you should be able to describe yourself, like describe yourself in the way that I am short, tall, hair black, brown, eyes green, blue, whatever, and describe one of the members of your family. Okay, so that is the purpose of today's class. We're doing this is because first try to get a hang over how to make sentences and talk about yourself and describe yourself. And once you know the linkage as to where is the verb and where is the subject and where are the things, then probably you'll be able to understand the complex sentences. But let's start with the easy ones. Otherwise, you have the videos and you have dialogues there. Okay. So, any question for
so,
Harshit and Tanmay? Tanmay, you have a question?
yes ma'am. Ma'am, actually मेरे को last class वाली ना video open नहीं हो रही, पता नहीं क्यों, saying कि the video is private.
Okay. Maybe the email ID that we have shared.
I changed. I also changed to VEDATYA. Then it's also saying email.
And Anand, did you have the same problem? It couldn't open?
Ma'am, I just opened it, but उसपे से I was not able to do it that much, so I did with the videos that were in the class, the dialogues one.
So you mean it was unclear, or it was, or you didn't attempt the video?
No, I attempt to watch that, but maybe it was little mess. मतलब आवाज का कुछ शायद इशू है मैम. एक बार अगर आप एक बार ऑन करके देखो तो मे बी.
I'll check. No problem.
Okay.
So Tanmay, for you, let me just see it again. But it opened for you, Anant, right?
Yes, मैम ओपन तो हुआ था वो ऐसा तो ऐसा कुछ.
Okay, so Kinjal, maybe after class you can help Tanmay as to why is it not opening, and even I will see after class. I think after class I have another class, so maybe later I'll check that why isn't it not opening for you. Okay, so Harshit, any questions? Can we begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We can begin.
So, yes, so you can give me, we all know what are subject pronouns, and generally what does a subject pronoun does? It basically replaces a noun. That's what it does, and it is the main character of the sentence. Okay, so for example, Harshit is working today. So Harshit is the main person, okay, without him, who is working. So he or she is the main character of the person. Or any other thing. Say Tanmay has a holiday today. So Tanmay is the subject. So the person who we are talking about, who is the main character, that is the subject. So keeping that in mind, can someone give me singular subject pronouns, right? Subject pronouns are singular subject pronouns and plural subject pronouns. So can someone give me singular subject pronouns? Harshit, can you give me singular subject pronouns?
Tu,
Okay,
Like J to
je, tu, il, elle,
correct.
Oh,
Correct. So singular subject pronouns are je, tu, il, elle, on. Je is I, tu is you, il, elle is he, she, and on is one. Awesome. Tanish also joined us. Very good, Tanish.
Bonjour, madam.
Bonsoir, Tanish. Okay. So, Tanish, we're doing subject pronouns. Okay. You can just go with the flow. So, we were just saying that the singular subject pronouns are je, tu, il, elle, on. Okay. Perfect. Now, what are plural subject pronouns?
nous, vous, e,
Il and L. Pronunciation is the same
same
like
pronunciation.
Il and L, just that it's ILS and ELLES. So Il and L. So good. We know our subject pronouns now. So if I question you all, if I say mon, papa, et moi. So my father and me are going for vacations, right? So my father and me will be replaced by which subject pronoun? So my father and me will be replaced by which subject pronoun?
my father.
E,
In French?
nous,
Nous.
उनका क्या होता है?
No, correct. So my father and me. So whenever I am in the conversation, it has to be we because my father and I is we. She and me is we. So no, good. Now if I want to say Harshit and Tanmay are going to work. What is the second?
ILS.
Yeah, they are going to work, right? If I say Anant, Tanish, and Kinjal are studying.
ILS.
Okay.
ILS.
Why are we using ILS when we we also have an
Feminine.
L, right?
EL.
We also
Because whenever we have a group and if feminine is also there, ILS plural is used.
Yeah, whenever we have a group, even if we have 7 girls and 1 boy, we still use ILS for they.
ILS.
Okay, so good. You got your subject pronouns. Now, what if I say le stilo? Le stilo is the pen. Okay,
Pen.
so le stilo will be replaced by which subject pronoun?
It.
So it doesn't exist in French. In French,
Un,
everything is masculine
it's
or feminine.
own.
IL.
Often.
So wait,
IL.
yeah, why did we
No,
il? Why did we use il for le stilo?
because it's masculine.
Yeah. So even though in English we say it is green or the pen is green, the pen is blue or it is blue, in French there is no it. There is
It.
all he is
Hill.
Mas
or she is green. Okay, it's always a he and she because noun is masculine. Feminine. So that's why for le stilo we used would. Now la gomme.
L. E double L.
Yes. E double L E L. Anand, that's what you said, right? E double L E L.
Might think Harshit
Who
said.
said L? Who said E L L E? Was it Harshit? Wait, all of
yes,
you
ma'am.
go on mute and then just one person unmute and talk because then I get confused who is speaking. Okay, so L, so la gomme is it, but then for that it we use L because la gomme is feminine. Okay, so now that we know our subject pronouns, we are going to revise two important verbs in French, which is avoir, to have, and être, which is to be. They are very important. They are called as auxiliary verbs because they are helping verbs. They are used in the future to make other tenses like past tense. So you have to learn this by heart. They are irregular verbs. So the pattern of conjugation is not predictable. You just have to learn it by heart. Okay. Now let's take up.
Harshit, can you please mute? आपके वहाँ से वो आवाज कम आ रही है.
Okay. So do you want me to repeat or you have got so far?
Repeat.
Okay. So être and avoir, I was saying, are very important verbs because they are used later on to make other tenses like the past tense. Okay, so it is very important we learn être and avoir by heart because a lot of times you want to tell a sentence in a past tense that yesterday was a holiday. Okay, yesterday I finished my exam. So that's past tense. We can't use present. So we will need être and avoir to make those complex sentences if we reach there. So that's why they're very important. Second, être and avoir over here are in the infinitive form, right? So let's take avoir first. Now, avoir means to have. This is the infinitive form. When we make sentences, even in English, we don't use to have, right? We don't say, Tanish to have a coffee, or, you know, I to have a pen. No, we don't do that because it doesn't make sense. What is I to have pen? We have to conjugate it so that we are using I now, right? So we say, Tanish is having a coffee. I am having a blue pen, right? It is the same thing in French, tea, whatever. So it is the same thing in French. Um, I'm putting you on mute, Tanish. So it is the same thing in French.
Thank
When
you.
you have to conjugate the verb avoir, you have to conjugate. You can't say je avoir, tu avoir, il avoir. You can't do that. You have to conjugate it. Okay. Now, can someone give me the conjugation of avoir?
Je, tu, il, a, elle, a, Nous avons, vous avez, ils ont, elles sont.
Okay, there's one thing you missed, which was ona. Everything else is correct.
So,
Ona, nous avons with the liaison. I'm sure you all know what is the liaison with the video. Vous avez, ils ont, oh God, O-N-T, sorry,
yes, ma'am.
and elles ont. Okay. Now,
Elles ont.
okay. Now, Harshit, one second. I want to ask a question to someone else. What about Tanmay? Can you tell me that what is the liaison?
It's basically when there is a vowel, the sound of the last letter gets carried on to the next letter and it is pronounced with like beginning of the letter.
Yes. And with a Z sound, if it's an S, that's why vous
Yes, the sound if
avez. So vous avez. Okay. Ils ont. Ils ont. Okay, good. So you know it.
Elles.
Yes, Harshit, you're saying something? Okay.
No, ma'am.
Now let's go to Anant. Can you
Ma'am,
what?
ma'am, the liaison one, I am confused with it. If you can.
Okay, so if you see the chat, do you see nous avons? I've written somewhere
Yes,
NOUSAVS. Now, if you see
yes, ma'am.
S of the nous, when you just pronounce nous by itself, we don't pronounce the S. It's always silent.
Oh,
So nous. But when you have it with avons, nous avons, then when the S is followed by a vowel, which is the A of the avant, then the S is pronounced with a Z sound and it is pronounced as if it is the first letter of avant. So it is going to be something like nous avons. Nous avons.
oh.
Okay, so that's a liaison, and that's how the pronunciation makes a difference. Because if you just read it as nous avons, it won't sound like French. But if we say nous avons, it'll sound more like close to their pronunciation. Okay. So Anant, again, can you give me the conjugation of the verb être?
Two are,
So
two
conjugation
A's.
is always from je, right? So you don't forget the
Course.
je, tu, il. So we start with je.
J-A.
No, you are going to avoir. You're saying J-A. First of all, it's not J-A, it's J. J apostrophe A-I. J. Tu as. Ila. Ella. But I'm not asking avoir. I'm asking être. Okay. If you don't know être, it's okay. We will ask someone else to try it. And then maybe you'll know when he's trying it. Tanmay, do you want to try? What is the conjugation of verb être?
conjugation of it. So
So it's okay if you don't know. You can say, I don't know. I will learn it for next class. Okay. So I'm
I
assuming,
don't remember.
I'm assuming,
Ma'am, Jizwa.
no. No, no, no. So Tanish, I don't want you to try because what happens is when you put the pronunciation wrong, then you learn it wrong. Okay. So just here, I'm sure Harshit, you know it, right?
I know.
Yeah. Can you give the conjugation of the verb être? I'm also writing it on the chat for everyone while he's pronouncing it. So
Je suis,
yes,
tu es,
yes,
il est, elle est,
yes.
nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont.
Okay. You always forget on est. Okay. Don't remember. On is all.
On est. Okay.
Nous sommes, vous êtes. Now, does it ring a bell to everyone? Nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. That's verb être. Okay, and
Ma'am, I'm saying first one,
sorry.
Jizwa. I'm saying for first one, Jizwa.
Tanish, you have to be very careful with your pronunciation. So go watch the videos again and repeat it again and again, right? Because right now I'm not correcting your pronunciation. The videos are pretty clear that you understand it is je suis, tu es, il est. You have to take more efforts to learn it. Okay. and come prepared during class. Don't just come that my attendance is there. Between, we just had a call with Vedatya, Tanish. If in another 2 classes you don't perform, your registration is getting cancelled for France.
No, 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 no.
No
मैम
refund
ऐसा
of
मत करो मैम,
installment. There is no
नहीं
refund
करना।
of installment. Okay, so
क्या मैम?
there is no refund of any money, nothing. So take this very seriously when it comes to learning French. You may have to stay awake. That's why there are videos online. That's why we have made the videos and have taken the effort. So make sure you're putting those efforts, right? And Tanmay, Anand, same is for y'all. I know y'all are putting efforts, but y'all have to learn this. There is no way out of not learning the verbs. The only way.
Actually, I don't remember. I did this, but I don't remember.
Okay. So maybe another, maybe you need to practice a little more. See, I'm not comparing you to Harshit or anyone because I know he's done it before. I'm just telling you that do it because there is not a lot of time left, right? So if you read it 10 times, je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont, you will get it. You will definitely get it. Okay, just avoir and etro, try to learn it and come for next class. Okay. Okay, so now we are just learning a new expression today, which is ilia, right? You can write it in your book. Ilia means there is, and at the same time, it means there are. Okay, there is, there are. So if you want to say um, there is a pen on the table. So il y a un stylo sur la table. Un stylo, a pen, sur on la table, table. Il y a un stylo sur la table. If I want to say there are some erasers in the pencil box, il y a des gommes dans la trousse. Okay, so there are some erasers. Gomme is eraser. Dans la trousse, in the pencil box. So dans is in or inside, and la trousse is the pencil box. Okay, so you see how the articles have changed. When it was there is a pen, we used a stylo, masculine, singular. But when I wanted to say that there are some erasers, we used they, ds, the plural of a and un, they. So that's how we use it in a sentence. Okay. Does anybody want to try making a sentence with Ilya? I can help you with the vocab you need. Just there are 3 pens on the table, or there are 3 white cats, anything. You want to try making a sentence?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
like if I want to say there are apples in the basket, so il y a des pommes.
Very good.
Basket, I don't know.
Panier.
Panier.
Ilya,
Il y a des
not pomme, pom. Gom.
pommes.
Yes.
Il y a des pommes.
Dans le panier.
So in the is the le.
No, it's dans le. Yeah, dans le. And if you say pomme, no, I will write this spelling, right? I will write this spelling. This is not the spelling of pom, right? If you're saying pomme, this is what you'll make me write. But if you really want to
Okay.
say apple, it is pom, Pommes. So be careful. Don't say pomme, say pom. If people want to
Pomme is
they
okay.
is nothing, but the pomme sounds like ex sans aigu. So il y a des pommes dans le panier. Ou il y a des pommes au panier. Okay.
Oh,
Anybody else wants to try a sentence? Good, Anand.
thank you.
Il y a un chien dans la maison.
Very good. Il y a un chien dans la maison. Anybody wants to translate this?
There is a
No, except
there
Harsh.
is a
I
There is a dog
Ma'am,
in
translate
the
in
mansion.
in the
There is a dog in the mansion.
translate the sentence, Tanish, but Tanmay has already done it. So maison is house. So il y a un chien dans la maison. Maison
हम
sounds
cat को क्या बोलते थे?
chat.
Sorry, shark.
Un chien dans la maison. La maison is house. Just see if you can write the vocab that you're getting. Le panier, basket, la trousse, pencil box, la maison, house, because that's how you enhance your vocabulary. A chien, a dog. A chat, a cat. Pomme, apple. Gum, eraser. Who is trying? Tanish or Tanmay? Do you want to try a sentence? Tanish, if you try a sentence, I want your pronunciation correct. So hear people out. Tanmay, do you want to try?
If you can like say anything in English.
There are 3 white cats.
Near near the shop. Near the shop. Near the shop. There are three
Three white cats. 3 is trois. So
white.
yeah, trois chats blancs. Blanc is white. Blancs. So il y a trois chats blancs. Now, attention. In English, there are 3 white cats. In French, adjective always follows the noun. Noun is cat. It's not il y a trois blancs chats. There are 3 white cats. In French, it is il y a trois chats blancs. So, cat's white. The adjective is always following the noun. Okay, Tanish, do you want to?
Ma'am, what is Shah? Like as put हो गया, तो like what is Shah?
Chat, Shah is cat, masculine. Chats is Shah,
Cat.
feminine. Oh, sorry, plural, cats. Cat,
Cat.
cats. So, can you translate this sentence for me, Tanish? There is a cup on the table.
There is a cup on a table.
On the table.
Ilya.
Good. I'm happy you got there is Ilya. There is a cup I can give you. Yuntas.
Ilya untas.
On the table.
No, Ilya ant. Ant.
Yeah.
Ilya वो आपने क्या बोला था मैम उसका कप का
Intas.
हाँ Ilya untas ant.
Sur. On is sur. Table is la table. We've done it.
Lata.
So il y a une tasse sur la table. Good. Put it on the chat. Il y a une tasse sur la table, where une tasse is a cup and la table is table.
One might be correct
No, good.
from my side.
Of course, not correct, but improvement. Okay, so just to revise how adjectives work is, if you want to say an interesting book, in French, it is a livre intéressant, right? So, an interesting book in English, but in French, a book interesting, a livre intéressant. If I want to say an interesting story, this movie has a very interesting story, I will say une histoire intéressante. Now, if you see, the adjectives agree with the gender and number of the noun. If the noun is feminine singular, adjective is feminine singular. If the noun is masculine singular, adjective is masculine singular. A livre is masculine, a book. So adjective intéressant is masculine singular used. The same thing if you want to make it feminine, you add an E. So une histoire is feminine, a story. So you have to use the feminine adjective, intéressante with the E. If I make this plural, des livres, some interesting books. In that case, it becomes intéressant and you make it plural. So with masculine, so you add an
Question.
S. Des livres intéressants. You add an S.
And does the like pronunciation changes of intéressant?
Un livre
Or
intéressant,
not?
une histoire intéressante.
And they live intéressant.
Des livres intéressants. Same like un livre intéressant, des livres intéressants, because we never pronounce the S. But if we say des histoires, then we will say des histoires intéressantes. Des histoires intéressantes with an S because it's plural. So every time the adjective is agreeing with the gender of the noun.
Ma'am, first one for male, like, and feminine for second one, है
Yes, intéressant without a E is the masculine adjective, and intéressante with an E is the feminine. So you, whenever you want to make any adjective into feminine, you add an E. Whenever you want to make any adjective into plural, you add an S. But if
मैम स्त्रुआ बोलेंगे ना, इसको like H silent बताया था ना आपने, स्त्रुआ.
histoire, des histoires, and yes.
Like feminine one ka and plural one ka same pronunciation है bond, or they have a different pronunciation.
Yes, une histoire intéressante, des histoires intéressantes. Okay, so who's pronouncing? I mean, everybody has to try it. I'm doing it first. After me, Harshit, then Tanmay, then Anand, then Tanish. Tanish, I'm giving you a lot of time, okay, to hear everyone. You do it right. Un livre intéressant, une histoire intéressante, des livres intéressants, des histoires, liaison intéressantes. Harshit, you're going next.
Un livre intéressant, une histoire intéressante,
Une histoire intéressante,
une histoire intéressante, des livres intéressants,
des histoires intéressantes.
des histoires intéressantes.
Intéressantes.
Intéressant.
Intéressant. Intéressant.
Intéressant.
Yes. Une histoire. Des histoires. Okay.
Histoire.
And then you're going next.
Un livre intéressant, un livre intéressant.
Yun, so don't try to pronounce the H, Tanmay, because that's where it's always silent. So yun, assume it's starting from I. So une histoire intéressante.
Une histoire intéressante. Des livres intéressants. Intéressant.
Intéressant. Intéressant. Des livres.
Intéressant. Des livres intéressants. Des histoires intéressants.
Des histoires intéressantes.
Et histoire intéressant.
Sont, intéressante. Okay. Anand?
Not audible. No.
Un livre intéressant.
Un livre intéressant.
Un livre intéressant. Uni.
Une histoire.
Une histoire intéressante.
Histoire.
Des
Histoire.
histoires.
Histoire. 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 Une histoire intéressante.
Une histoire intéressante. Then des
Livre intéressant. Des
da
histoires intéressantes.
so मैम लास्ट वाला एक बार रिपीट कर सकते हो दे
Des histoires intéressantes.
histoire intéressant.
Okay. Don't worry. Histoire is nothing. I just took an example. If it's too difficult, you can replace it with another verb. But important is that intéressant changes to masculine if it's a masculine noun, feminine if it's a feminine noun, and masculine plural or feminine plural if it's masculine plural or feminine plural noun, right? So, everybody, can you tell me? Um, okay, not everybody. If small is putti.
Ma'am, my chance.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Tanish. I'm so sorry.
Ma'am, this is wrong, ma'am.
Sorry. Okay. So yeah, your turn. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, start.
Un livre intéressant.
Un livre intéressant. Good.
Une histoire intéressante.
Une histoire intéressante.
Une histoire intéressante.
Mhm.
These livres intéressants.
Yes. They
These histoires intéressants.
Okay. The only thing is, I don't realize when I hear you, I don't see the difference between intéressant and intéressante. Des livres intéressants, des histoires intéressantes. It has to be des livres intéressants, des histoires intéressantes. Okay, perfect. Thank you. So now,
Thank you.
petit means small, right? So if you want to say petit, this is masculine, okay? If you want to make it feminine, it will become petite. Petit, petite, with an E.
Ma'am, pati and petite.
Petit and petite.
Putti and putti.
No. Petit, petite. Okay. Now, if you want to make petit into plural, you will add an S. Petit. Okay. And if you want to make petite into plural, you will say P-E-T-I-T-E-S. Petite. Okay. So this
Putti.
every adjective. Okay. We're not learning more adjectives now, but we will learn in next class. But remember, every adjective is either masculine or masculine plural, feminine or feminine plural. So, Tanish, how will you say I am small?
I am small, मतलब है नहीं? Ma'am, wait. Ma'am, I'm audible?
Very audible. Jaldi bol do bas.
मैम
Ma'am, actually, I am भूल गया, ma'am. Please.
Anand, you can help him.
मैम maybe I can wrong but Jamapel Patrick
My name is Swan.
Jamapel pati.
Je suis petit. Je suis.
Je suis petit. Je m'appelle petit would be My name is.
Oh,
हाँ,
okay.
Yeah, thank you, Harshit, for writing. So Harshit is written it for us. Je suis petit. I am small. Kinjal, how will
just
you say I am small? Kinjal, how will you say I am small?
Je suis petite avec un I.
Yes. So she will say je suis petite avec un I, with an E. Okay, because she's a female. So je suis petite. She will use the feminine version of that adjective, and you all will use the masculine version of that adjective. If I want to say Kinjal and I are small, I will say Kinjal and I. So I'm in the conversation. We. Nous sommes. Can someone give me the spelling?
so
P-E-T-I-T-E-S. P-E-T-I-T-E-S.
Yeah, P-E-T-I-T-E-S. So petite for feminine, two girls, petite with an S, feminine plural. Okay. So if Tanmay, if you say I and Harshit are small, for example, how will you write?
Use the P.
so
Nous sommes petits, P-E-T-I-T-S.
Yes.
Okay, masculine plural. Good. So I'm going to do a short
समझ नहीं
introduction.
आया
Sorry?
लास्ट वन समझ नहीं आया
No sampati. No. So if Tanmay says Harshit and I are small, Harshit and I, for him is Harshit and I is we. So we are small. Nu sampati. Both of them are masculine. That's why masculine adjective pati, but two people, plural. So pati with an S. Okay. So now listen to me carefully. I am saying something and y'all are going to translate it for me. Bonjour, je m'appelle Priyanka. Je suis indienne. Je suis petite. J'ai un chat. Il est blanc et noir. Can someone translate this for me?
Good. Uh, I am Priyanka. Matlab, ma'am, what you said, I translate that, na?
Yes. Bonjour,
So,
je m'appelle Priyanka. So good morning, I'm Priyanka. Good. Je suis
Je-
indienne.
I'm
I am.
Indian.
Et je suis petite.
I am
I'm
small.
J'ai un chat.
पत्ती थी
J'ai un chat.
My surname is Shah.
I have cat.
Yeah. I have,
I have a cat.
yeah. J'ai un chat. How French can be so different, no? If you don't know.
I have a cat.
And I actually thought it was surname Shah. But j'ai un chat.
Okay, cat. Sorry.
Il est blanc et noir.
He is black and white.
Il est blanc et noir. He is black, white and black. Okay, blanc is white, noir is black. Now,
He is black.
everybody is going to tell me their name, their nationality, they are small, they are big, they have a cat or they have a dog, and then describe their cat or dog. And if they don't have a cat or dog, then imagine they have a cat or dog and describe it. Okay.
Okay.
हम बिग का तो बता दो.
Big is okay. Big is grand,
Grand.
masculine, and grande for feminine.
Feminine.
Grand.
Can also be tall. If you can also say je suis grand, grand can also mean I'm tall. Okay, so who is going first?
Bond, ma'am. May I try?
Okay, Anant, you're going first, then Harshit is going second.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Anand.
Bonjour, je m'appelle. Bonjour, no. Bonjour, no. Bonjour, je m'appelle.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle Anand Atla. Je
Yes.
suis Indian.
Yes.
Je suis petite.
Je suis indien. Je suis petit. Okay.
And for the cat and dog, ma'am, can you help please?
How will
she
you
and
say
sha.
I have?
Sorry, ma'am.
How will you say I have or I have? Conjugation of the verb avoir.
Tua, J-A,
Wow. So
J-A.
no. J. J apostrophe A-I. J. J.
J,
A. How do you say a? J a cat or dog?
J, cat.
J a sha.
Okay, J-A-Sha.
He is lo sha. So masculine. He is ile. What color?
Il black.
Il est noir.
Sorry, ma'am, can you?
I've written your part on the chat.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
so
you, ma'am.
je m'appelle Anand Batla, je suis indien, je suis petit, j'ai un chat, il est noir. Très bien. Harshit, you're
Thank.
Mesh.
Bonjour,
Okay, bonjour, Harshit. I'm just.
je m'appelle Harsh. Okay. Bonjour, je m'appelle Harshit, je suis indien, je suis petit, j'ai un chien, il est blanc.
Très bien. Je suis indien, je suis petit. Again, after je suis petit.
J'ai j'ai un chien,
J'ai un chien. Yes, I have a dog.
il est blanc.
Il est blanc. He is white. Good. Tanmay.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Tanmay. Je suis India. Now I want to try something else. Je m'appelle Grand. Je m'appelle Grand. Like I am tall.
So you can't use jamapel. Jamapel is a verb to say I call myself. So it can only be used when you want to say my name is. Okay. If you want to say I am, you have to use another verb. And the verb for I am is verb être. So you will say je suis grand. I am tall, big, whatever you want to say. Okay.
Je, je suis
J'ai un
je suis il est blanc.
il est blanc. Okay. So good. I'm coming to Tanish. Before that, everyone now try to get your pronunciation right. Like bonjour, je m'appelle is always correct for everyone. Je suis petit, je suis grand. I've written an E, Tanmay, in yours by mistake. It's grand without an E. J'ai un chien, il est blanc. So get your pronunciations clear, okay? J'ai un chien, il est blanc. Tanish, are you with us? Ready for your introduction?
Yes.
Start.
Can I?
Yes. Commencez.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Tanish Agarwal. Je suis indien. Je suis petit. J'ai un chat. Il est senior.
Il est?
It's a no.
Okay. So, Tanish, I got it. Everything correct. But your pronunciation is, if you speak like this, a French person is going to understand nothing. They will say, what?
Ma'am, can I try again?
Yes.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Tanish Agarwal. Je suis indien. Je suis petit. J'ai un chat. J'ai un chat. Il est new.
Okay.
Might be like
Tanish,
last one is wrong.
so Tanish, good try. What I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat your introduction. So the call is being recorded. I want you to see the recording again, right? and practice this for next class and get your pronunciation right. Okay, you'll get there. So it is bonjour, je m'appelle Tanish Agarwal, je suis indien, je suis petit, j'ai un chat, il est noir. Okay, so
And last one,
il est noir.
il est noir.
Okay, so you're going to listen to this and you're going to practice it. Okay, but so far, everybody good. Now, we're going to learn some conjunctions. Okay, it is important to learn conjunctions. They're also called as linking words, and they're important because when we want to frame sentences, conjunctions come handy, right? So, the first conjunction is may, which is but. While I'm writing it, please copy it down also in your book. So, may, which is but, oo, which is or, a, which is and, donc, which is so, or which is yet or however. You may think that I will take a screenshot or I will take a picture, but when you write it, it makes a difference. Okay, you remember it better.
Mama, I don't know.
Okay, try writing it with a pen, Tanish, if it's possible. I know that we are getting advanced. We have mobile phones to write notes, but there is, when you write it, you tend to remember better. Okay, so may is but, oo is or, a is and, donc is so, or is yet or however, ni is neither, car is because or for.
Mama, I have no rough right now.
You have the recording, you can do it, but please do it for. It would have been easier because just to write this, you'll have to see the entire recording. Okay, so apart from this, there is another one which is not a conjunction, it's a preposition, but again will be very handy. I'm giving it to you all, avec, which is with. Right, so we have conjunctions.
How do you pronounce?
Yeah, so we're doing the pronunciation now. The first one is may, but may. The second one is oo, which is or, oo. Somehow, if you can write the pronunciation in your language, it'll be easy to remember. So, may, oo, and is a, t is silent. So, a, just like you pronounce il a of être, est, it's the same pronunciation, a. Donc, or, in English, or is something else. In French, or is yet or however. Ni, car, avec. Right? So we have our conjunctions, put them in your book. They're going to be very handy very soon when we are going to get into complex sentences. Now we will quickly go for colors, right? Les couleurs. Les couleurs means colors. So the first one is bleu for masculine and bleu with an E for feminine. Both mean blue.
Ma'am, it's allowed?
Sorry?
Ma'am, colors wala like alerts you say, no?
I'm not getting you, Tanish. What did you say?
Ma'am, you are saying like alarm.
Can you repeat, please?
Ma'am, you say like alarm.
Can't get you, Tanish.
Ma'am, you say na from before colors like alarm.
Before
And
color.
he's talking about LES color, like the color,
Okay, so
LES color.
lay cooler.
Asking LES.
Yeah, lay cooler. The colors. Lay cooler.
अब I have a doubt. इसमें भी feminine और male होता है. Colors में भी. Like
Ha, because what if you want to say the pen is blue? So pen is masculine. Then in that case, you will say le stylo est bleu, the first bleu, bleu. But if you want to say, for example, la gomme, eraser is blue. So that's la gomme, feminine. In that case, you will use blue, la gomme est bleu. If every noun is masculine or feminine, then colors will also have to be masculine and feminine, no? So then where and vert, which is green. Noir and noir with an E, which is black. Gris and gris, which is gray. Then there are two colors which are the same in masculine and feminine. Generally, colors, any word ending in E, you don't add another E to make it feminine. It's always the same. So, rouge, which is red. Jaune, which is yellow. Orange, which is orange.
Rules.
And rose,
Thank
merci Kinjal. Rose, which
you.
is pink. Then we have blanc, which is white, and the feminine is blanche. If we want to say light blue, we will say bleu clair. If we want to say dark blue, we will say bleu foncé. Similarly, if you want to tell what other color? Light orange, we will say orange clair. Dark orange would be orange foncé. So I'm sorry, bleu foncé is dark blue. It didn't come. So basically, clair and foncé is for light and dark. Okay, and then we have another color which is common in masculine and feminine, that is marron, which is brown. And then we have another way of saying brown, which is bra and brune. Oh my god, why is it brune?
Ma'am, is there a difference between maroon and brown?
No,
Ma'am, because it's both are brown and brown.
not really. Nothing. Brown is generally used when you want to say the table is brown or something. And marron is generally used when you want to say she has brown eyes, brown hair, in that context. Then that's fine. I think use marron because it's really difficult to pronounce, brun. So even for me, it was a little difficult. So just stick to marron. Keep it easy. But just for vocab, if someone else uses brune or brun or something, you should know it's brown.
With anything when we live in like maroon.
I can't understand you, Tanish. It's better you type because I don't know what do you speak.
मैम लाइक मतलब मरून वाला कि मतलब कोई चीज मतलब लिविंग है या एंड ऑल मतलब वो मरून वाला यूजर अनब्राउन वाला लाइक टेबल आपने जो कहा था ऑप्शन व्हिच कैन बी नॉट
हाँ, like the table is generally maroon ही बोलते हैं, brune बोलते हैं या brun बोलते हैं, ऐसा कुछ होता है तो that's what I have heard. I'm telling you from what I've heard, okay? But nobody has ever taught me in French कि maroon कब होता है ये है. But what I have heard French people do is generally this. Okay, so clear with colors. I'm giving the pronunciation again to all of you so that you have the pronunciation correct. So it is blur, 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 same spelling. Werth, wer masculine, werth feminine. Noir, noir. Gris, gris. Rouge, rouge. Jaune, jaune. Orange, orange. Rose, rose. Blanc, blanche. Then bleu clair, light blue. Bleu foncé, dark blue. Marron, brown. And brun or brune, again brown. Right? Good. So now we have our colors. Okay. I'm giving you all the vocab. Okay. Then finally, we are using all this and we are making a paragraph in French. Right. So we're coming to that. Now, the next thing is you have to remember. So there are some more adjectives that are there for you, but we will not come to that now. I'm going to give you some vocabulary related to how you can describe yourself. Literally, I have, two eyes or brown eyes and black hair and all of that. So let's first go to shower. Okay. They shower. What is shower? They shower. Hair. Hair is always plural. They shower. So generally when you want to describe shower, you can say blond, which means blonde. You can say noir. I'm always writing in plural because it's never hair, okay? It's never one hair, okay? It's always plural. So black, noir. So des cheveux blancs, blonde hair. Des cheveux noirs, black hair. Des cheveux bruns, brown hair. Des cheveux châtains. Is chestnut color. Chestnut color hair. Des cheveux roux, R-O-U-X, is red hair. Des cheveux gris would be gray hair. Des cheveux blancs would be white hair. Blanc will be with an S, I'm sorry, because hair is always plural. Okay. If you want to say des cheveux courts, which is short hair. Des cheveux courts. And des cheveux longs would be long hair. Similarly, eyes is des yeux. So you can do anything. You can do des yeux bleus, with an S because yeux is again two eyes plural. So BLUS, des yeux bleus, blue eyes, des yeux verts, green eyes, des yeux marron, brown eyes, des yeux noirs, black eyes. And you can go on with whatever color you want to say. Some people do have a moustache, especially in France. So une moustache. And if we say une moustache marron, it'll be a brown moustache. My God, what is the spelling of moustache in English? Can someone tell me? I'm not moustache. Moustache.
It's same in English.
Is the same thing in English, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Then une barbe noire would be a black beard. So I am, oh, if you're, can I go to the next one or you guys are still writing?
Ma'am, done.
Okay, everybody done? So I'm saying something in French about me and someone has to translate it again. So, je suis ni grand ni petite. Je suis ni grande ni petite. J'ai les cheveux courts et noirs, les yeux marrons.
Ma'am, please repeat.
Je suis ni grande ni petite. J'ai les
I'm
cheveux.
neither brown nor
I am.
Yeah, I'm neither.
I'm neither tall. I'm neither tall nor small.
Yeah, neither tall nor short or neither big nor small.
Small.
So, small, tall, short. J'ai les cheveux courts.
Okay.
Your hair, my hair color is.
No,
Very short.
yeah,
Short
My hair is short. My hair is short
j'ai les cheveux courts, short et noirs.
and black.
Les yeux marrons.
My eyes are
Brown.
brown.
Yes. Now it's time for you all to introduce and then we stop.
From starting bonjour or only this one?
No, only this. So we're going to do that big para next class because you all will take some time to learn des yeux, the colors and everything.
Okay.
Next class will be better. But for now, just a small one, like describing your features. And even if you can add more, I couldn't think of anything more.
Je suis ni grand ni petit.
You can also say je suis grand. You don't have to say je suis ni grand ni petit. You can also say je suis petite and you can say je suis ni grand ni petit. So it's okay. Je suis ni grand ni petit. Okay, then. You can also say je porte des lunettes. Je porte des lunettes. Porter is to wear. Je porte, I'm wearing. Des lunettes. Je porte des lunettes. I wear specs. Even I can say that. Je porte des lunettes. And j'ai les cheveux